Hello, I I am sitting here in my car. I have some water here, and this video I wanted to. Somebody asked me last. Today is Saturday. On Friday, one of group of people. I was actually at the mechanic shop changing oils in this car, and they are arguing about religions. Say, a couple of young guys, they're talking about how Muslims blowing themselves up in guaranteeing that they're gonna go to heaven and they're going to join with their creators, Allah, and the virgins that they're going to enjoy after they die, after they perish, and how nice and joyful it is. It is enjoyable. They enjoying this conversation and some of them just come back from the prayer from the mosque, and they say, of course, if you die fighting for Allah, fighting for God, and you're going to go to heaven, and whatever comes, all the stuff that comes with being the obedient and being jihad and the doing the right thing for Allah, and of course Allah is going to reward you. You're going to be rewarded. You're going to be rewarded by Allah. And then one of the guys say, you know what? How do you know if this bullshit, if the whole thing is just fake? Why do you bet your life on fighting for and dying for somebody else's idea of what would happen after you die? How do you know? You didn't die. You never die, and you never die and come back. And you just have to take the word and taking the word for somebody else's that never come back after they die. And then they ask the guy, how do you know your religion is the true ones and that you're gonna go to heaven after you die? The guy they're asking is Christian. He goes to church, and the other groups are Muslims. They go to mosque, and then there's me. I told them, I really think all of you guys are full of shit. All this religion stuff. I was able to tell them that they're full of shit. They just don't know what they're talking about. This idea of God in itself, it's just something somebody come up with for entertainment purposes, or for out of not knowing at the time, or out of ignorance, or even out of a benefit, to benefit themselves and their societies, their groups at the time, or to look like they are knowledgeable of how everything come to be. And the fact that the people who think our life is controlled by God are no better off than the people who believe in different life. For example, we look at the Muslims and the Christian and the rest of it, like Mormons and Scientology. they are not really better off just because one believe in the other religion and the other don't believe in. Let's say Muslims are actually worse off than Mormons, because Mormons, at least they're not like genocidal. They don't go around and blow themselves up for their God, for their idea of God. And Christians used to do this, and they don't do it anymore, even if they wanted to. Most societies, the law existed, their own people come together and decided, this bullshit, the wars for God, for religious idea ended long time ago in the Western society. But anyway, so they ask me, what about you? What happened after you die? Where do you think you're gonna go? I don't pretend to know what happened to me after I die. And I'm sure you have no idea. Instead of creating lies and saying, where you're going, you're gonna go to heaven or hell, what about just be honest and say you don't know what's gonna happen after you die? Other than your body is being decompensated and your body is gonna be eaten by just like you see other animals die. You're no better than or any other animals that is gonna be eaten by worms, and nothing is gonna be left of your body or of your life. When you die, you die. You just stop existing, just like before you're born. The idea that when you die, you have other lives, and you're gonna go somewhere, and you're gonna be with somebody who created you. It's just an idea. I told them anyway. It's just an idea. I don't think there is anything other than what we see. Nobody die and come back, right? Nobody die and come back. And hell and heaven is just a story. And there's no reason why people should be running around and killing and advocating that the society change their rules because their religion demanded that you're supposed to eat certain days, you can't eat on some days, you can't eat some food, you can't be living in some neighborhood because they are not your religious, they don't follow your religion ideas. This is a bad idea. I don't think it's a good idea. And that's where we left it off. And so, and then question that was asked on my on the Facebook, a lot of this stuff. I see a lot of people, Muslims, converting to other religion, as if they find themselves, another gold mines and then they making videos or writing some things about how glad it is that they join Christian and their Jesus Christ is their life and Savior. And this is funny to me because it's just another psychopath idea. Joining another religion didn't change nothing, really. You're just the same person going around and taking another living bad idea behind in exchange for another bad idea. It's either it's like taking a poison. If you take a poison, that's not gonna kill you, but it's not gonna add any value to your life. And at the end of the day, they're all poison, and they are a fictions anyway. It's like, which would you like, an HIV, or would you like a fucking AIDS, or one of those plague virus? Idea of religion is just not something that's worth exchanging for. So when people go and join another religion, they shouldn't, and I advise you strongly not to join another religion. It's just a bad idea. See you next time. Bye.